On this part, I will discuss about the website authoring from the paper 041731 May June 2023. So, you are working as part of a team of web developers at Tawara Web and have been asked to create parts of a web page for a client. Create a CSS to be added to an external style sheet to meet this specification. So in my class, to create the CSS or HTML, we just use a notepad. So I will open the notepad here and I will prepare the external style sheet. Okay, set the font for H1, H2, H3. So I just write H1, comma, H2, comma, H3, and also paragraph. This is the tag for the heading 1, 2, 3, and paragraph so that the browser selects and displays the font calibre. So we will make the area of the CSS first, like this one, using the curly bracket. And then after that, we start to set the CSS. For the font, we will use the font family. And then to give a value column. And then after that, the first option for the font family is Calibri. So I will write Calibri. And if this font is not available, we will go to the second option, which is Helvetica New. And that one consists of two words. So you need to surround it with double quotation. Helvetica New, like this one. And then if neither of this font is available, the browser should display its default sans serif. So comma, this one consists of one word because those two words is being connected by dash. Okay, so sans serif, and then to end the value semicolon. Now, after that, place a copy of your CSS in your evidence document. It means what? You need to highlight this, Control C, copy, and then after that, paste it on the evidence, yeah, the evidence document. And then after that, this one, create all the head section of a web page to meet this specification. So it says create all the head sections. So don't forget to write the head first. But if you want to make it complete, you can write it like HTML, HTML, and then after that, don't forget to write the head like this. Yeah. And then after that, we should have title in the head, and the title is weather data. So opening tag of title, and then after that you write weather data, and then after that closing tag of title like this one. We're done. Okay, now after that, this one meta text. So this is the one that you need to memorize. Start to memorize it. Okay, and all of them will be available on in the head area. Okay, set the character encoding for that one. You write it with the metaverse, and then for this one, you write meta char set, and then equal to double quotation, and then you write the encoding ISO dash 8859, and then one like this one. And then after that, the second one, set the name of the author. So you write meta, and then after that you write name. What is the name? Is author, like this one. And then after that, the content, no, the content is Tawara, Tawara web, followed by a space, then your name. So we write it like this one. I hope that you're okay, yeah. Try to memorize this one, and then after that, set the web page description. So the same thing, the structure is almost the same like the author. So meta, name, and then after that description, and then after that content, it will be, what is the content? Weather data for the Tawara region, like this one. And then after that, the next one, the viewport, yeah. Set the viewport to the width of the device being used with an initial scaling of 2. Okay, so meta name and then viewport, like this one. And then after that, the content will be like this one, equal to the width will be device width. And then after that, comma, because there are two, so comma, initial scale will be 2.0, like that one. Yeah, double quotation, and then close it like this one. And then after that, the next one is set to appropriate meta tag keywords for use by search engine for this page. Okay, the format still the same, meta name, and then after that, keywords, and then the content will be, for example, what? I don't know. First, maybe Tawara, what? And then weather, like that one, comma, because at least two, right? Set to appropriate meta tag. Yeah, okay, like that one. Nah, and then the last one, set the default target window to blank if a new page is open from within this web page. So for that one, you will use um, base target, which is the value. It will be blank, like this one. Yeah, because it says that yeah, it says that default target to the blank if a new web page is open from within this web page. Yeah, so base target blank. Blank here meaning that the page will be open using a new web browser. Okay, done for this part. In the first part of the video, you already learned briefly about the external style sheet and also the things that can be available in the head area of the HTML, such as base target, meta tag, and also title. I hope that you can remember all of them or memorize all of them. Now I will go to the paper 0417, paper 32, May June 2023, and still on the website authoring. In here, you need to do an image editing and also file management. Like always in the website authoring, file management usually will be available on the question paper. So create a new folder called task, and then after that you need to move several files into that folder, which I did that one already here. There is a folder called task, and then how to do that, I go to here, new, and then folder, or I also can right click, new, and then folder. And then inside this folder, I already have all the files that is required for our web page. And then in here, open the file J2332 tiger.jpg in graphic package. The application that I will use here is the Photoshop, and I will now move the image. So I'll go to here. I will move the tiger, this one, to this one. I just drag it. And then after that, rotating it 180 degrees. So I will go to the image, rotating 180 degrees, and then reflecting, flipping it horizontally so the tire is on the left, right now is on the right. So the same thing, image and then image rotating and then flip cancels horizontally. And then after that, cropping it to remove most of the tire but none of the tiger. So I will go to the cropping and then I will go to the ratio here, blank blank for the width and the height. And I will crop so the tire is gone. So I think until here, yeah, like that one. There. After that, cropping it to remove everything above the tiger's ear. So still cropping and then like that. Okay, and then enter again. And then what else? And then resizing it so that the image is 1000 pixel high. Okay, so image and then image size and then the height will be 1000 pixels, right? 1000 pixel high, but without changing the aspect ratio. Crop it to remove the right side so the image is 500 pixel wide and 1000 pixel high. Okay, 500, 100. So in here is like width and the height. So this one will be width. So I will make it still on the crop. I will write it like 500 px. And then in here will be wait, 500 px. And then here 1000 px. Like that one. Yeah. And then I will move this one, the image. So let's do there. And I think we're done. What happened? Enter. Yeah. So it's like this one. If I go back to the image size, now it will be 1500, right? So this one okay. And then after that, what should we do next? Save this new image in your test folder as a PNG and using the file name tiger underscore followed by your candidate number. Okay, so I will go to the file, save as, because I make a change. So save on computer. I will save it in this folder. I name it as tiger underscore and then my candidate number. And after that, I need to save it as PNG. Where is the PNG? This one. Yeah, so save. Yeah, just okay. And I think we're done with this one. We can close it. Okay, this one is the folder. And then we go back to the questions. Yeah, tiger underscore candidate number. Display the content of your task folder showing the folder name, all file name, file extension, image dimension, and file size. Okay, so I will go to the folder like this one. I will go back to the view. I will use like this. Oh no. I will make it into details. And then I want to see the size. I think I don't need the date, right? I don't need the date, but I need the dimension, correct? I think dimension is needed. The file size, yes. And then the file extension, yes. And then file name, okay. And folder name. Well, the folder name you can see here, but if you want to show it here, you can right click over here, more, and then after that you can scroll down and there will be a folder name. You give a tick and there will be a folder name. Yeah. And then after that you do the screenshot. There you are. You can make it this one fully visible for that. Nah. And then after that, do the screenshot, paste it on the evidence document. And then after that, you go down. Now, task 3, web page. You are going to create a web page and style sheet to promote the Tawara Animal Sanctuary. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser, and all color codes are in hexadecimal, so using the RGB. And any new color code must also be in hexadecimal. Make sure that your style sheet contain no HTML and make your HTML style sheet as efficient as possible. Create in your task folder a web page called task.htm. So I will go here, file, save as, and then after that I will go to the working folder. And I think it will be here. And then I will go to the working folder. There is a task. And then I name it as, I forgot, task.acm. Task.acm. Yeah, this web page. Now, the first one, we will create a table. This web page must be created using a single table and work in all browser. The table must fit 80% of the browser window. So first, you will type the basic structure of the HTML first. So HTML, HTML, this is the thing that you need to memorize. Consists of two areas. It will be head and also body. And then after that, there you are. The all the contents, including the table, will be available inside the body area. So table, and then table, and it says that the width of it is 80%. So I will put it like this one. Now, it says that no style sheet in HTML. It can be also it can be understood as all the style that you apply to the table, you need to use the style sheet, but the inline style sheet. For that one, you just need to do like this one, style, and then double quotation like this, and then it will be like this one, and semicolon, like that. Yeah, table style, and then the width is 80%, semicolon. Why I put the semicolon? Because in the CSS, in the style sheet, after the value, you need to give a semicolon. To give a value, you need to use the colon instead of equal to. Okay. Right now, because I want to make sure that the structure of the table is correct, I will also put the border um, with one, yeah, with the one like this one. So, for Control S to save, and then after that we go back to the questions. The table must have this kind of structure. Now, if you look on the questions here, okay, I want to minus it a little bit so you can see the whole table. Yeah, this table actually consists of three columns like this one, and then after that, one, two, three, and four rows. Yeah, so this one actually come from three columns. Remember, when you create a table, first you need to concern with the row first, and then after that, you think about how many data that should be available in that row. Now we will go to the first row. To create the row in the table, inside the table, you will write ER. This one is how to make the first row. Now, if you look here, on the first row, you only have one data, A. And this one, the value A here will use the space of three column being merged. right? So you only need one data there. You will use the TD, but you will use the space of three column being merged. So you will use call span to merge the column. And how many columns you want to merge? Three. Okay. And then after that, what is the value that you want to place there? Now, after the tag, the opening tag, you write the data that should be available there. Yeah, A. And then after that, close the tag of the TD like that one. And we're done with the first row. And then after that, we go to the second row. If you go to the second row, you will see that actually there are two data, B and C. The first data will use the space of two columns being merged, but the C actually use one column. But if you look closer, actually the C will use three rows being merged, right? So we will do that one. So we will create another row because we go to the second row, right? So we go to the second row and then we will have 2TD, the BC, right? Like this one. If I want like B and C, this one, and then after that I will put the closing tag of the TD, like this one first. And if you still remember for the B, that one will use the space of two columns being merged. So what is the attribute for that one? Cospan, right? And the value will be 2, like this one. But the column C, the cell C, the data C, use only one column, but use the space of three column being merged. So row span, and then equal to 3 like this one. What is the mistake here? I forget to give the equal to. Okay, so there you are for the row number 3. We go to the row number 2, right? And then after that we go to the row number 3. If you look here, well, on the row 3 we only have one data because this one is already made in row 2, right? So we only have one TD, but this one using the space of two column being merged, right? So we will do that one again. We will create the third row. So I will put TR. And then after that, I only have one TD, which is that one I think is a D. And then after that, this data will use the space of two column being merged. So you will use the attribute call span. Yeah. And then I think the last one, we're using two column, two regular column here. Okay, so I will do like this one. tr, 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 and this one, and then I will have td, um, td, and then I think this one will be e and f, and then closing tag of td, closing tag of td, like this one. Okay, regular one. I think we're done with that one. And then after that, look on the style here. The B, the width is 58%. Okay, the B, yeah, is 58. So you can use style actually here. The width will be 58, yeah. 58%, semicolon quotation, like that one. And then what else? And then the C, yeah. The C, you can copy this one. And this one will be 42, like that. And then the next one, the E and F, 29. 29. Okay, I think that's all. I can also apply this one if you want. but automatically it will be 29, the bottom one, this one. But if you want to place it, there is one. Save, and I will open it. So it will look like that. Okay. Now, look here. If I delete this, yeah, and also I delete this one. If I don't use this, as far as I know, there's no big difference. Save, yeah, and then when I go here, it will be the same. Why? Because if where's the question? If this one 58, it means this one will be 42 because the total is 100%, right? The same thing here. This one, the width is 58%. If I use 29% for the E, it means this one automatically will be 58 minus 29, become this. Yeah. Now after that, we go to the next one. Each table cell is identified with a letter. Some dimension are shown. And then the cell content shown in the diagram must not appear on the final web page. Table border must not appear on the final web page. So now because I know like the structure of the table is correct already, then the border can be gone. Yeah. And then we go to the questions. That one is 10. So I hope that you understand how to create a table. Now we will learn on how to insert a video. So in cell B, you will insert a video. Okay, J2332 tiger, yeah. So on the B, this one, yeah. I will do like this one, enter, and then I will go like this one. That so video, and then I will do like this one, video auto play. But I don't know, sometimes not all browser understand this one. To make sure that we can play the video, I will put controls, yeah, and then after that posting that video, and then after that source src J2332, right? Tiger.mp4 type is equal to video mp4 like this, and then after that the error message, your browser is not compatible with this video, like that. Okay, look on the question. Source text, use video and source. We already use it. J2332 tiger.mp4. The video must fit the width of the cells. So in here, I will put the width is 100%, like this. And then the video must fit on the width, display appropriate text-based error. You cannot play. We will try to play it, Control S, just to make sure that it works. It looks like. Okay, we're done with inserting the video. And then after that, A, J2332 banner.jpg. For the A, I will go like this one, and then img and GSRC, and then J2332 banner.jpg, like that. And then after that, C, image tiger. So I will go like this one. Image tiger, yeah. C, correct? C? Yes, C. So we'll do like this, enter the system, and then tiger underscore 001 PNG, right? Okay, Control S just to see that the picture is there. This here, like that. Okay, and then after that we go to the next E, monkey, elephant, yeah. E and F, E and F. Okay, E, monkey, and then F, elephant, S, then show it again. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, cool. Make sure the aspect ratio is maintained. The image set appropriate alternate text for each still image. Okay. So we will go to here. Set it like this one. Width is 100%. It makes all the image. All the image 100%. Oh, wait, do I put it here or I think I put it on the PD. Maybe. Control S. So put it like this. Okay, looks nice. Hi, and then after that, put the make sure the aspect ratio is maintained for all image. Set appropriate alternate text for each still image. So output be banner of Tawara, for example. And then after that, this one will be out the picture of tiger, of the picture of monkey, and I will copy this one, go to here, elephant. Control S, and we will go back. They changed actually, like that. Then, and then after that, place in cell D the contents of 2332 task.txt D. Yeah? Display this text into two paragraphs at the third paragraph. So I will open it first, the file, this one. Control A to select all, Control C to copy, go to the other file, which is this, and then go paste it on the cell D, this one. And it says make it into two paragraphs, so I will do like this one, paste it here, closing tag, the first paragraph, the second paragraph, and then I think I need to add one more paragraph, right? Which is what? Web page edited by, okay, web page, and then your name, sender number, candidate number. Okay, and then after that, oh, and then apply H2 to all text in cell D. So you can put it like this one. This one is the H2 style, and then apply to all text. So ended until here. Control S, go back to here, and yeah. Go to the back to the questions, create a hyperlink, almost there, almost done. Create a from the image the elephant to open the J2332 lab.htm. Okay, we go to here. Where's the elephant? Here. You want to make a link, yeah? To make a link, you will surround this with the A for the anchor, like this one. And then you write it the attribute ref, this one for J2332 lab.htm. And I think we're done. lab.htm. And create a hyperlink on the monkey. Okay. The monkey, the same thing I will do. Like this one. And then this one will be A. And then this one, below it, I will put the closing tag of A. And then after that, ref. Yeah. And it says I want to create a email message to task@cambridge.org. So the one that I will do is mail to colon task@cambridge.org. And what else? It says with a subject line, with a subject. So question mark, and then after that you write subject equal to support a monkey with a space. So support space is percentage 20, and then space again, percentage 20, and then monkey, double quotation, like that one. Yeah. And then what else? I will save this one. You go back to here, click. It will open the J2332 lf.html, and it will be open using a new web browser or tab. Why? Because if you um yeah, that one. Oh, oh, okay. Okay, I don't know like why it's stuck there. Actually, it's not. I cannot open it. Why? It's like it's hang. It's okay. So anyway, it's not opening in a new tab. It's still opening the same tab. And then after that, I want to open that. Like, why can I click on it? Okay, anyway, this, yeah. And then if I hover to here, it says that it will go to the at cambridge.org, and the subject is support a monkey. Yeah. And then attach the stylesheet J2332 task.css to this web page. So I will go to the head area. Yeah. And then to attach the stylesheet, memorize this one. Run well. Stylesheet. type text.css, and then wrap, it will be J2332. What? Forget the name. And then task.css, task.css, and then Control S. Now go here and then refresh. It become like this. Looks so neat, right? Save your web page, display the web page, so take screenshot and evidence, and place it in your evidence. So it means you need to screenshot the whole of this. So first you can screenshot this one, you paste it on the evidence, and then scroll down, you screenshot this and put it on the evidence document. And then after that, make sure that all the page can be seen, all the text can be easily read, and the address bar is fully visible. The address bar meaning that this one also need to be captured. Yeah. The next one. What? Where's the question? Display the HTML source in the editor. Take a copy of HTML source and place it in your evidence document. The same thing. In here, you Control A, you copy, and then paste it on your evidence document. And there you are. Thank you. So, in part 2 of this video, you have learned a lot of things, right? Now, from this paper, 041703, October, November 2022, for the website authoring is almost the same like the part 2, but I want to mention one thing from here. I will go to the page 7. It will be on question number 20 here. It is stated that you need to place inline style attribute into HTML so that image fits the width of the table cells with its aspect ratio maintained. In the previous in the previous part, it's also say like this one, but it's only from here, right, to here. There is no inline style attribute. Now, how to do that? I will use the previous HTML. So for the inline, instead of you writing like this one, yeah, the one that you will do, you will use the inline style, yeah. You will use the attribute style equal to double quotation, and then after that you write the style, the width using the style sheet format. So width, and then to give a value column, and then 100%, and then semicolon, like that one. So this one is the inline style to change the width of the image. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all for the third part. Very short. Okay. This one is the part 4. The question taken from the 0417 paper 31, May June 2022. In this part, I will focus more on the CSS. I will go to directly page 4 here. On this paper, you need to edit the image, rotating and reflecting. We have learned that one in part 2, so I will skip that. And then after that, you create a table already, set the title already. This one is on the first page, on the first part of the video. And this one also on the first part of the video. But instead of using the underscore blank on the head area, you will use the best target, and then the value will be underscore new. Yeah, this one also the same. New here meaning that it will open a new web browser. Yeah. And then after that here, okay, place inline style attribute. I already explained it in the third part of this video. Hold on, and in here, I want to talk about number 11. Yeah, create a hyperlink. So, let's say I already done on creating this web page, and then I believe they already insert this image. So let's say I will use img src, and then this one will be J31 serengeti.jpg, right? And then if I need to fit in to the cell and the aspect ratio is being maintained, if I use the inline, so I will use like style, and then after that width will be 100% like this, right? Let's say like that. And then after that, for example, alternate text, I don't know, the picture of Serengeti, like that. Yeah. So I'm done with that one. I already insert the image. Yeah. Now, after that, I want to set a hyperlink. Now, if you still remember to set a hyperlink, I will use the A. And then at the end, I will put the closing tag of A like this, right? And then it will open the link called J31 Tanzania.acm, like this one, in the browser window that is currently is used. So open it using the same browser, right? So in here you add target, and then after that the value it will be self, like this. Yeah, if it's self, it means it will open using the same browser. If it's blank or other name, that one it means open using a new web browser. Done. And that's the one that I want to explain, something new. Now we go to here, like I said before, we will talk more about the CSS in this part. A trainee has attempted to create a style sheet for this website. The file contains a number of errors and omission. All colors code must be displayed in hexadecimal. Your style sheet must not contain HTML or scripting language. Okay, so in here I will follow the instruction to create the CSS. So I will delete this. Yeah, set the background for the web page. So set the background of the web page. You will deal with the body tag. Make the area for the style of the body using the curly bracket, and then the color. Yeah, the color of the background. You use the background color, and then color. Now, if you have like this one, you need to arrange it based on the RGB format. R is the red, G is the green, B is the blue. But you started with the hashtag and then red. What will be the code of the red is 74. What is the code of green? AB. And then what is the blue? B2. And then semicolon to end the value. So remember, hexadecimal follow the format of RGB. Red and then green and ended with the blue. 2 digit for its color. Please remember that. And then the next one, set the font for style H1, H2, H3. Okay, I will write it H1, H2, H3. Set the area of the H1, H2, H3 for the style sheet. So curly bracket. And then after that, it says that display the font, right? That one is the font family. You give the value to it. The first one is times CY. That one consists of two words. So using the double quotation, times CY, and then comma. If the font is not available, use the Times New Roman. Another name consists of more than one word. So some double quotation Times New Roman. And then the last one, If those two fonts are not available, you will display the default serif font. That one is one word, so you just use this one and then set the text in style H1 is to H3 to black. So that one is a color. Since you cannot give like the word black, you need to use the hexadecimal. The hexadecimal for the black is 00 for the R, the red, 00 for the green, and 00 for the blue. Yeah, 00 means none. You don't use the red color, you don't use the green color, you don't use the blue color. If you want to set white, you use the FF, FF, FF. FF means like you will use the full red, you will use the full green, and you will use the full blue, RGB, right? Yeah. So be careful with that one. And then we go to the next one. In here, set style H1 so the text is center aligned with 16 point font. Yeah. So this one using the text align and also the font size. Yeah. I will write it here H1 and then curly bracket. This one will be font color. Oh no, font text align, text align. Text align. It will be what? Center. Be careful on the spelling for the CSS. The spelling of the center is like this one. It's not like the one on the questions. And then after that, font size is 16 point. 16 point PT. Pixel is PX. Okay. It's to justify 12. Okay. I will just copy this one. Control C. And then change this one become H2. This one I change it become justify. And then I don't know, 12. Yep. And then after that, left 10. Left, copy, left 10. Yeah, like that one. Nah, how about this one? Set its table margin individually to 5% of the width and the height of the web browser. Width meaning the margin left, margin right, and then after that height will be margin top and margin bottom. So in here, you will set the margin for the table. So table like this one, and then after that you write it margin left 5%. This one I just copy this. Copy. Margin right, top, and then bottom. Yeah, like that one. Now, if it says like, oh, the table should be in the middle, yeah, you will use only the width, the margin of the width, margin of the width of the table. Instead of setting the percentage, you just give the value auto. So margin left auto, margin right auto. Automatically the table will be at the center of the web browser. Okay? Auto, yeah. Um, After that, set all the table cell padding. Yeah, cell padding is for the TD tag. So you need to apply. This is the one that you need to memorize. Yeah, padding is for the TD. So you write it like this one, and then padding is 10px. Is it correct? Yeah. So cell padding meaning what? You configure the distance between the border of the cell, yeah, the you configure the space between the border of the cell and the content of the cell. Yeah, that one is a padding. And then after that, set all table border and grid lines to be visible. Okay, separated. I will go to the separated first. Yeah, that one will be on the table, and then you write it as a border collapse. So separate using this one, separate like this. Yeah, and then after that, there is a solid black 1 pixel wide. So border and grid line. So for that one, you will use both table and also TD. Yeah, yeah, we do it one by one. So for the solid uh, border, I think type is solid. And then after that, um, black. That one will be border color. Remember, you cannot write black, but you need to give the hexadecimal for that one. Hashtag 000000. And then after that, I think not border type, but border style. Sounds weird. Border style, and then after that, 1 pixel width, white. So border width is 1 px, like that one. And then set the spaces between border of all tables to 10 pixel. Now for that one, you put it on this one, border space, sing, border spacing or border space. Spacing, 10 px, semicolon. Yeah, like that one. And then after that, it says what, correct and edit comment. Okay, to give a comment to the style sheet on the top, you started with the slash star, and then after that you write your name, sender ID, and then candidate number, like this one. And you're done with the CSS. And I think that's all for this part. Thank you. Okay, on this paper, 0417, paper 32, May, June 2022, on the website authoring, we will focus on the CSS. Some of the syntax is already discussed on the previous part, but some of them are new. Now we go to question number 19, create a new style to meet the following specification. Um, okay, the first one, add a comment at the start of the style sheet, contain your name, center number, and candidate number. So in here, for the comment on the style sheet, it will be slash star, and then after that you write your name, and then after that your center ID, and then after that candidate number, and then end the comment with star and star and slash like this one. After that, set the font for styles H1, H2, H3. So you type H1, H2, H3. Make an area for the style that you will set for the H1, H2, H3. And then after that, for the font family, you use the font family, the syntax, and then after that, the value. So colon, and then Cassion Pro bold. And because this one, the name consists of 3 words, you need to surround it with double quotation. And then after that, the second option, if you look on the question, if this one is not available, blah, 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 then display the Times New Roman. Times New Roman consists of more than 1 word, so you need to give the double quotation, and the last option, if both of them are not available, then the default one is serif. Serif is only one word, so you just write like that. And then to end the value, semicolon. Okay. And then after that, we go to the next one, set the H1, set the H1. Okay, H1, double quotation, curly bracket, and then for the color, you use the color syntax, and then after that, to give a color, you cannot write the name of the color, but you need to use the hexadecimal. Hexadecimal start with the dash, and then after that followed by 2 digit for the red, 2 digit for the green, and 2 digit for the blue. Yeah, now if it's red, it means full for the red and none for the other one. So red, it will be FF. That one is the code for the full, and then 00 is for none for the green, and then after that blue, none. So 00 semicolon, and then after that center align text align center. Be careful with how you spell the word center. And then after that, font size, it will be 30 points or 30 pt, like this one. And then I think for the H1, H2, for the H2, H3, I just copy this one and then change this one become H2 full black. So full black means none for all. If you want to use the white color, you use FF for all the colors. So FF, FF, FF. Okay. And then fully justified. So the value for the text align would be justified and 18 point like this one. And then again paste black again for the H3. So I will put this one H3, and then this one will be black, and then left align, and then after that 14 point. Yeah. And then set the table to 25% from the right margin of the browser windows and 5% from all other margins of the browser window. So the type of the margin can be based on the width and then based on the height. If it's width, it means margin left, margin right. And then for the height, it will be margin top and margin bottom. In here, it says that the right margin is 25% and then for the rest is 5%. Now, for the margin, you apply it only to the table. So you put the tag of the table and then after that you write margin right? It will be 25%. And then after that margin left, it will be for the others, right? It will be 5%, 5%. Oh, no, semicolon. And then top and then bottom like that. Yeah. Okay, set the padding for all table cell. For all table cell, that's the hint. So it's only for the cell. So the cell is TD, like this one. And then after that, for the padding, it will be padding and then 10 px. Remember, padding is the space that you set between the border of the cell and the content that available in that cell. Yeah. And then after that, set all table borders and grid lines. So it is one talking about the table and also the TD. Yeah. Curly bracket for that one. And then for none, not visible, you just write border and then 0 like that. And after that, the set the background for the web page so that it has color width. Yeah. So now in here, you use the body tag, double, okay, and then curly bracket, and then background color. So that one, the syntax will be background dash color, like this one. And then remember, RGB. So R is the A, G will be 9F, and B will be 25. Yeah, and then after that, set the background for the web page to have the image. Okay, to set the set an image as a background through the CSS, you use background image, and then after that the content will be URL, the value, yeah, double quotation. What is the name? Logo.png, like this one, double hours. What's semicolon? And then after that we go to the next one, only once. So the repeat only once, right? So background, repeat. The answer, the value is not repeat, but no repeat, like this. And then in the top right corner, so that one will be position. So background position, and then you write top, no, 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 wait, top right, like this one. And then after that is in a fixed position, so it will not scroll with the web page. So this one is background attachment. It will be fix, yeah. And then with the width and the height, okay. So that one dealing with the background size, yeah. The value will be start with the width 200 px and then followed by the height 180 px, like that one, yeah. So this one is for the body. This one for the grid lines table, not visible. This one for the padding. This one for the margin of the table. And then this one for the H1, H2, H3 together with the comment. Thank you. On this paper 0417, paper 31, May June 2021, on the website authoring, I want to discuss maybe one or two instructions on this part, yeah. A height 20%. Now if you look the whole thing of the table, the full version of the table looks like this one. I hope that you can guess that this table actually originally come from 5 column, yeah, 5 column and 4 row, correct? Yeah. Now, on the first one here, the data A, basically using the space of 5 column being merged. Now, for that one, I will do only for that part only. So I will delete this one first. So let's say I have like the body, right? We have learned about this one already, so I will not redo it again. So body like this one, and then after that table. Now, now I will take a look on the first row only. Yeah. So the first one is TR because I'm talking about the first row of the table. And then inside that row, I only will have one data, which is A. So I will put TD and then the value is A right now. Temporarily is A. And then after that, I close the TD. Now, after that, you question yourself. What is the style applied to this data? Well, the height is 20%. Now, if you use the inline style, yeah, for that one, you can do like this one. You write the attribute style and then question equal to sign and then double quotation. And then after that, you just write height will be equal to, in style sheet, the equal to is colon and then 20% and then semicolon, something like that one. Yeah, so that's the one that I want to discuss. For the other one, I think nothing is new. You just look on the previous part. I think part two, talking about the table, about the call span, about the row span, right? And then after that, set the title of the web page here. You know, already in the head area, you can use the title. just go back, I don't know, on the part one or on the part three, talking about the meta tag, right? And things that can be available on the head area of the HTML. And then in here, set the name of the default target windows. I think we already learned that one also. Using the base target, you put it on the in the head area, and underscore self, meaning that the link will be open uh, with or using the current web browser. Yeah, all of this is about inserting the image. I will not discuss it anymore. IMG SRC, and then so that each image fits the width of the cell, the table cell, inline style attribute. So you use the style attribute and then equal to double quotation, and then you just write width colon 100% semicolon and then double quotation. I think I have mentioned this one on the previous part. Yeah, alternate text is alt, and then K. Maybe this one, question number 10. On the HTML, let's say I have cell C. Yeah, I have cell C. Wait, yeah, I have cell C. For example, this one, the TD and then TD, no, like this one, let's say, yeah, and then I have C, right? And no, L, and then and then enter in cell L the text last edited. So as usual, the content of the TD, I will put it in the new line, which is surrounded by the opening tag of TD and closing tag of TD, and I will write last edited by. Now, this one is being bold, because the Cambridge just want to emphasize that you need to type that. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't mean that you need to make the word last edited by bold. Okay, last edited by colon on a new line below this. Place your name. Now, a new line. You cannot just press enter because enter is not being recognized by HTML. To replace the enter, to go to the next line, you use the BR, break. Yeah. And then after that, you can write your name like this one, center ID, and then after that, the candidate number. Yeah. On a new line below this, enter the text. So you put again the BR, and after that, you write contact BHH, and then apply style HT to all text in cell L. So because this one is an L, this one is the beginning of the text, I will put the H3 here, and then after that the N of the cell L, it will be the BHH. So I will put this one and then put the closing tag of HT. Yeah. Uh, okay, I think this one okay, style it okay, okay, and then after that go here. I think this one we already know, body background color, and this one is the image. Set the image as the background dash image URL blah 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 blah. Only the top left corner, so you will use the background dash position, right? And then after that, this one, I think you're familiar with this one, but maybe I need to mention this one, the paragraph style. Yeah, H1, H2, H3. So for this one, I just want to make sure that you know this. Um, for this one, yeah, you will write it like this one. Yeah, CSS H1, H2, H3, and then comma P, and then like this one. And then after that, you just write the font family and blah, 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 blah. Right? And blah, 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 and then semicolon. Yeah. Set the paragraph style so the text is fully justified. So this one is text align and also the font size, and right align all the tables in the browser windows. Okay, so this one talking about the table, yeah, about the table. So right align, so you push it to the right. So for this one, you will use table, And then after that, you just take care about the margin left. You make it become auto. Please remember, if you want to make it center aligned for all the tables, you will use the margin left auto, margin right auto. If it's right aligned, then you make the margin left auto. If you want to make it left aligned, then margin right auto. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all. Bye. Okay, so you reached the end of the video. This one will be the last paper that I will discuss for the website authoring until 2020. I think it's enough. I already look at the 2021, 2022, and 2023, right? So this one will be the last. I will go directly to question number two. There is no big things that I need to discuss here. We just go here. If you look on the table, this one is fine. Now maybe you're asking me like why the space is quite big, right? Why this one is quite big? Well, this one is the example of the border spacing. Yeah, there is a border spacing, there is a cell spacing, cell padding. So actually, there's a cell spacing, border spacing, or cell spacing. Yeah, but I think it will be cell spacing and also the border spacing. Cell spacing meaning you're talking about the space between the cell, between this cell and this cell, there is a space. Now the gap, this one is quite big, and I believe that for these questions, the setting for the cell spacing will be done on the CSS. So you use the table tag, and then after that, the syntax will be border dash spacing. Yeah, and then I also will tell you about the cell padding. Cell padding meaning that look on the cell here, if you want to set a specific space between the border of the cell and the value that available in the cell, that one is the cell padding. Yeah, so that's the difference. I remember like one of the theory paper asking the students about the difference between cell padding and cell spacing. Yeah, if cell spacing meaning the gap between the cells, if cell padding is the gap between the cell border and the content that available in the cell. Don't forget about that. Um, I think this one is fine. Guess the dimension of this one. How many column? Four column. How many row? Four rows. Yeah. Don't worry about the gap here. We will take care of this using the height here. Now, if you use the HTML for setting the dimension of the cell, then you just write like TD, and then let's say I will deal with this one, yeah, the TD, the cell G. So TD, that one come from two column being merged, so col span is equal to 2, and then after that, I just write the width is 400. Well, what is the unit? Oh, there's no unit, either point or pixel. Pixel. These are in pixels, yeah. So I will use px, so 424 px, double quotation, and then after that the height, I will put this one as 150 px like this. Okay, this one, if you want to set the dimension of the cell using the HTML. If you use the style sheet, the inline style, then you will use like this one. I will put it like here, right? Style. And remember, on the style sheet, yeah, I will go like this one to give a value to the syntax. You use the colon. At the end of the value, you put the semicolon. The same thing here, height, you give the value 150 px like that one, and then after that semicolon. Yeah, style And then actually, if you don't want to give this one, it's also fine. Right? Remember, we don't use this. Nah, like this one. Okay, this one is an inline style. Don't forget about that. And then after that, the rest, I think this one is okay. Now, if this one is mentioned, you just follow it, yeah. Look, place A, in cell A, the image N20 logo.jpg. Let's say I have TD, yeah. So TD A TD, let's say like that. Okay, and then you want to insert an image on that cell, so like usual, enter, and then this one, the img will be in the middle. So img src, and then what is the name, n20 logo.png, and then, oh, what is the calendar for that one? Yeah, insert the image, resize the image. If they give you the width and the height, it means you will not maintain the ratio. You just follow them. So you just write the width is 872 what px, and the height will be 215 px, like that. Oh, too many. Yeah, that's how to do it. The text here is fine. I just leave it. It means before and after the text, you need to put the H2 because this one is available in different cell, right? Um, and what else? Here, the most appropriate to match aspect ratio of each chosen image must match to the placeholder. Placeholder here is cell, so just make sure that you just put the on the image with 100%. Yeah. Yeah, on the img src, and then src is the attribute, and then you add another attribute with, and the value is 100%. I think I already mentioned this. When necessary in the HTML, make sure that each image is displayed as 200 pixels wide. Well, if it's necessary, yeah, you just set the width become 200 pixel. Where's the picture? You place it in the, I'm just curious, the word BCD. Yeah, makes sense. Because the width of the cell here is 200, right? 200, 200, 200 pixel. So you need to be sure that the image also 200 pixels. So I think it's enough with width 100%. Yeah. Um, so this one will be done when what? When you go to the web browser and then suddenly like the image, all the image make you cannot see the whole table in one browser, then you can use this one. Use the width is equal to 200 px. Yeah. Paragraph style here is the p tag, and then what else? I think this one is fine. Next one is fine. This one is fine. What about this one? No, nothing new. Okay, so good luck for the test, for the HTML especially. Bye bye. This is the end of the video.